I woke up with her hand on my chest. Not gentle, possessive, like she already owned what was underneath. 3 months ago, my mother sat me down in her kitchen and said 4 words that changed everything. She is after your money. I laughed, told her she was wrong, defended Sarah like my life depended on it. Now I was lying in bed next to her, watching her sleep, and I couldn't stop thinking about that conversation. Sarah was 28, retail management, grew up with nothing. She always said the right things. I don't care about money. Love is all that matters. I'd live in a cardboard box with you. Sweet words, beautiful words. My mother called them a performance, so I decided to test it. Monday morning, I got the call at 9:47 a.m. Mr. Davis, I'm sorry to inform you. I put the phone down, turned to Sarah. Laid off. Her coffee cup froze halfway to her lips. What? Cutbacks. Entire department. I'm out. Her face went through 3 expressions in 5 seconds. Confusion. Shock. Something else I couldn't name. That's horrible. She put the cup down, walked over, hugged me. It felt mechanical. We'll figure this out, she said. But her voice was already different. Thinner. Like she was talking to someone else entirely. Day 1. The shift started small. She asked about severance. About savings. About how long I could cover rent. How much do you have left? I told her number. Half the truth. About 30,000. I watched her do the math in her head. Watched the gears turn. That's not enough for long, she said. Maybe you should start looking immediately. I mean today. Right now. I nodded. Said I would. She checked her phone 17 times before lunch. You should apply at my company. She said this at 2 p.m. Same day. Entry level. I could talk to my manager. Is the hair? Entry level? I was making 180 a year. Something's better than nothing. It was logical. It was practical. It was also the first time she'd ever suggested I earn less. 6 months ago, I brought up the idea of moving to a cheaper apartment. She cried. Actualters. Said it would be embarrassing. Now she was suggesting I take a $40,000 job. I said I'd think about it. That night, I took her to the restaurant she picked. She ordered the most expensive wine. How are we paying for this? She waved her hand. You have savings. Savings I might need if I don't find work. One dinner won't destroy us. It was the first time she used the word us like a shield. Day 2. The conversation I'd been waiting for. Maybe we should postpone the wedding. She said it while folding laundry. Casual, like she was discussing the weather. Why? Funerals. Planning costs money. I thought you wanted the big wedding. I did, but things change. I'll find something. Give me a month. She stopped folding, looked at me. A month without income? Yeah, I have savings. Like you said. She sighed, sat down on the bed. Mark, I love you, but you have to be realistic. Realistic about what? She stared at her hands. I didn't sign up for this. At 7 p.m., she called her mother. I stood in the hallway and listened. He lost his job. He's got savings. Not enough. I don't know. I have to think. She started crying. Real tears this time. But not because of me. Because of the wedding, the dress, the venue she'd already picked out. That was the moment something inside me shut off. Day 2 night. I watched her pack. Why are you doing that? I need some space. Space from what? From me. Her back was to me. She kept folding. I just need to clear my head. You want to leave? She turned around. For a second, she looked almost guilty. I'm not leaving. I need to think. You don't think at home? Mark, don't do this. Don't do what? Ask why my fiancé is packing a suitcase. She zipped the bag, grabbed her keys. I'll call you tomorrow. She walked out. 40 minutes. That's all it took. 18 months of living together. 40 minutes to pack it all. My mother called at 10 p.m. How's the test going? She just left. Silence on her end. I'm sorry, baby. Don't be. You were right. Doesn't make it easier. No, I said. It doesn't. Day 3. She came back. Not for me. For her stuff. I need to pick up some things. Everything. Just some personal items. She walked past me. Didn't look at my face. I watched her throw clothes into a duffel bag. Watched her grab toiletries from the bathroom. She was efficient. Surgical. I can't do this, she said. Can do what? Can't be with someone who can't provide. I felt the knife turn. Provide? You have a job. My job doesn't pay enough for 2. Who said you're paying for 2? She stopped. Faced me. Mark, I'm not saying I don't love you, but love doesn't pay bills. That's exactly what you're saying. She shook her head, but she didn't deny it. She left again. I sat on the floor of my apartment and stared at the ring box on the coffee table. $22,000. 3 months salary. She'd said yes. Worn it every day. Showed it off to her friends. Now it sat in a box that she hadn't even touched. Day 3, evening. She came back again. I need to know the full picture. What full picture? Your savings. Severance. Investments. Didn't you already ask about that? That was general. I want specifics. Why? I need to plan. Make a budget. I looked at her. Plan for what? You just packed your things. She didn't have an answer for that. This is really happening, isn't it? She was crying now. Different tears. I don't want to leave. But I can't marry someone who's going bankrupt. I'm not going bankrupt. You don't know that. Duh. How? I pulled out my phone. You want specifics? Mark, please. I'm just trying to be practical. Practical. I laughed. Yeah, let's be practical. I opened my banking app. 3 accounts, I said. Ready. Her face changed when she saw the numbers. This is a lot. Yeah, it is. Where did this come from? Savings. Investments. A trust one never mentioned. Her eyes stayed glued to the screen. I thought, you said you had 30,000. That's what I said. You lied. I tested. Her face went pale. Tested? What are you talking about? You told me you didn't care about money. I don't. Then why are you leaving? She opened her mouth, closed it. I'm not leaving. You just packed. I was confused, emotional. You called the wedding off. I said maybe postpone. So, if I had 30,000, you'd stay. If I had 400,000, you'd stay. But the number matters. That's not what I said. Then what did you say? She couldn't answer. Mom was right, I said. About what? She knew. From the beginning. That's not fair. It's not fair to lie to me for 2 years. My mom's not leaving. She never has. I pulled up another photo. My parents. 50th anniversary. She stayed through job losses. Cancer. Bankruptcy. Mark, that's different. Different how? She loved him, not his money. Sarah's face crumpled. I do love you. I think you love what I can give you. She started crying, loud sobs. The real ones. But I didn't feel bad. The next week was a nightmare. She called her mother. Her mother called me. You destroyed her. No, her actions destroyed her. She's in so much pain. She almost married a man she didn't love. You're so cold. I'm done with this conversation. Her mother kept going. She said she'd get a lawyer. Tell her good luck. She'll take you for everything. Your daughter left, not me. The lawyer letter arrived on Friday. 2 pages. Legal jargon. I forwarded it to my attorney and attached the photos. 3 screenshots. The accounts. The dates. She had signed a prenuptial agreement 6 months ago. I was pressured into it, she claimed. I sent the video. 2 minutes. A clear recording of her saying, I don't care about money. I just want him. My lawyer laughed out loud. This is going to be a fun one. The next shot was the pregnancy story. Sarah sent texts to my friends. I'm pregnant. He abandoned us. I'm going to be a single mother. I responded with 1 attachment. The ultrasound from her friend's baby shower. The timestamp was 2 weeks before she sent the texts. You're not pregnant. You never were. She blocked me after that. The final move was public. She posted on social media. He lied about his money. Led me on. I lost everything. I posted the screenshot. The 40-minute packing. The conversation about postponing. The call to her mother. She lost everything? She didn't lose a thing. She never had anything to lose. The story broke. Her friends split into factions. Some believed her. Most didn't. The ones who saw the receipts turned away. Her mother stopped calling. Her father called once. Said he was disappointed in her. 3 weeks later, she posted a single message. I made mistakes. I'm sorry. I didn't respond. The ring came in the mail. No note. No return address. Just the box. The diamond. The memory. I put it in a drawer and closed it. Mom was right all along. I told you, she said. But I'm not going to say I told you so. You already did. Yeah, but I'm not going to rub it in. I left. She didn't even wait. 40 minutes. I counted. 40 minutes for 2 years together. I know, baby. I know. I felt a shift that night. Not anger. Not sadness. Freedom. I thought about Sarah. The hand on my chest. The weight of her expectations. I'd loved her. Or, at least the idea of her. But the idea was a lie. Some people aren't what they seem. My mom was right. That was the first lesson. The second one came 3 months later. A letter. The envelope was addressed to my work. Simple. Plain. I opened it at lunch. Mark, I know you're reading this. I'm sorry for what happened. It was from Sarah. But it wasn't. Because the handwriting wasn't hers. And the signature was someone else's. Mark, I need to tell you something. The letter started with that line. I'm not Sarah. I mean, I am. But I'm not the person you think I am. I kept reading. I was hired. 6 months into our relationship. Your mother paid me to get close to you. My blood ran cold. She wanted to see if you'd fall for someone who only wanted your money. She told me to test you. But that was the plan. She lied to her own son. Sarah's real name is Emily. She's a professional. An actress. She's been with at least 3 other guys before you. My hand was shaking. But when I met you, something changed. I actually fell for you. That's why I left. Because I couldn't keep up the act anymore. I thought we could start fresh. I was wrong. Anyway, thought you should know the truth. I stared at the letter for 10 minutes. My mother? No, that couldn't be right. I called her immediately. Hey, honey, what's up? I need to talk to you. What about? It's about Sarah. She went quiet. I already told you everything. She was a gold digger. This letter says something else. What letter? The one from Sarah, about you hiring her. Silence. That's a lie. I don't think it is. Mark, she's trying to hurt you. She admitted she lied. Why would she do that? To clear her conscience. I could hear my mother's breathing. I knew you wouldn't take this well. Take what? Sarah, the whole thing. What whole thing? She paused. Don't hate me, but I didn't just see something in her. I made her. What? Your father and I. We had a bet about whether people change. He wanted to test me, so he set up a scenario. A fake test. Yeah, and I passed. So he stayed. The one I told you about? That was a lie. You never told me any details. Because I made them up. My mind was spinning. So Sarah, Emily. She's an actress. I hire her to test you. To see if you'd choose money or heart. I collapsed into my chair. You ruined my life. I saved it. You didn't save anything. Mark, you need to know the truth about people. I already knew. You didn't. That's why I did this. I couldn't breathe. Mom, you tested me. Yes. In the worst way possible? I did what I had to do. I wanted to see if you were like your father. Dad, the real one. Mark, your father wasn't exactly who he seemed. You just told me that about Sarah. Because it's true. What do you mean? He left. When you were young, he left you and me and everything we built. No. Yes. And I've spent 20 years covering it up. I made up the story about the test because I wanted you to believe in something better. You lied to me. I did what I had to do. I hung up. I stared at the letter again. Sarah wasn't a villain. My mother was. She'd arranged everything. The meeting. The relationship. The test. She'd hired an actress to break my heart. And then she'd lied about it for years. The second letter came the next day. This one was from a law firm. Ms. Emily Hart versus Davis family. She was suing me, my mother, everyone. Emotional damages. Fraud. Breach of trust. It was all there in legal language. She was claiming that my mother had coerced her into a relationship. That she'd been forced to stay with me. That the whole thing was a psychological experiment. I hired my own lawyer. We need to fight this. No. Let her win. What? She was a victim too. Mark, this is a legal matter. I know. And I don't care. She lied to me. Just like my mother. She's not going to get anything. We'll see. The trial was quick. Emily Hart versus Davis family. She testified first. Cried on the stand. Your Honor, I was manipulated. I was young. I didn't know what I was getting into. My mother's face was a stone wall. Mark Davis took the stand. Did you love her? Yes. Did you know the truth? I didn't. Would you have stayed? I would have. Even after everything? Especially after everything. Emily's eyes welled with tears. The verdict came back split. She won emotional damages. She lost the fraud claim. The judge was clear. Both parties were manipulated. Both parties were harmed. Both parties are victims of a larger scheme. My mother's face stayed frozen. I didn't look at her. I walked out of the courthouse alone. Sarah, Emily, that approached me. I'm sorry. For what? For everything. I don't blame you. You should. Maybe I do. But you're just a pawn. She nodded. Your mother is a dangerous person. I know. What are you going to do? I'm going to walk away. And then, I'm going to live my life. Alone. Maybe. But at least it'll be real. I thought about the second life. The third one. The fourth. Every version of me that had gone through this before. They had all failed. Fought. Lost. But I was different. I knew the truth now. My mother was the mastermind. Emily was the actress. I was the test subject. And the only way to win was to stop playing. I changed my number. Moved to a new city. Started a new job. Blocked my mother's emails. Deleted Emily's contact. No more games. No more tests. No more lies. Just me and my life. A year later, I got a letter. From Emily. She'd become an advocate for people who had been manipulated. Mark, I'm sorry for everything I did. I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I wanted to say something, but I was scared. You deserved better. I held the letter in my hands. Then I burned it. I thought about all the people I could have been. All the choices I could have made. The husband. The father. The son. None of them existed anymore. I was someone new. I was someone who knew the truth. The final step was closure. I wrote a letter to my mother. Mom, I know what you did. I know why you did it. I've spent a long time hating you, but I think I'm finally ready to let it go. Because at the end of the day, you were just trying to protect me. But that doesn't mean I'm going to forgive you. This is the last time I'm going to write to you. Goodbye, Mom. She called 3 times. I let them go to voicemail. The 4th call I picked up. Mark. Mom. I'm sorry. I know. I made a mistake. I know that too. I love you. I paused. Love isn't enough, Mom. Sometimes love makes everything worse. Sometimes it's better to just move on. She was crying now. I've learned something, Mark. What? Some people aren't meant to be saved. She hung up. I stood in my apartment and looked out the window. The city spread out below me. Bright lights. Distant noise. People who didn't know my story. People who didn't care. I felt lighter than I had in years. I deleted the evidence folder. The account screenshots. The photos of Sarah's betrayal. The video of her mother's threats. All of it. I didn't need it anymore. I walked down the street and thought about Sarah. Emily. Whatever her real name was. I'd never know the truth. And that was okay. Because at the end of the day, I'd found something better. I'd found myself. And that was enough. The story wasn't about money. It wasn't about love. It was about trust. And the people who break it. I'd been broken, but I'd also been reforged. Stronger, wiser, smarter, and ready for whatever came next. That's when I saw her. Same face, same hair, same everything. Emily Hart, standing across the street. She waved. I waved back. Then I walked away. I walked away from Emily that day. I thought it was over. It wasn't. 3 weeks later, she showed up at my new office. Mark, we need to talk. How did you find me? I have resources. Like what? Like your mother's files. She handed me a folder. I found this in her safe. I opened it. Inside were photos, documents, medical records. All about me. What is this? Your mother's investigation. Into what? Into your father. I stared at the papers. My father was supposed to be gone. Dead. Left. Disappeared. But here was a photo of him. Taken last year. He's alive. Yes. Where? Atlanta. He runs a company there. Why didn't she tell me? Because she's protecting him. From what? From you. I didn't understand. Emily sat down across from me. Your father left when you were young. I know, but he didn't leave on his own. He was forced out. By who? By your mother. I felt the room tilt. She told me he abandoned us. She lied. Then why? Because he had an affair with my mother. I put the folder down. Your mother? Emily Hart. My biological mother. Wait, you're related to him? No. My mother had an affair with your father. Years ago, before you were born. She got pregnant. With me. That means your father is my father too. I sat down hard. So you're my sister? No. We share a father. That's the same thing. No, it's not. Because I was raised by someone else. Your mother raised you? No. Your mother did. She took me in after my mother died. I grew up in your house. I was the nanny's daughter. I remembered a little girl. Always quiet. Always watching. That was her. So you knew all along. Yes. And you still got close to me? That was your mother's plan. She wanted to see if we'd connect. If we'd recognize each other. I didn't. Neither did I. But she knew. Why? Because she wanted to prove something. Prove what? That blood doesn't matter. That family is choice. I looked at her. So our relationship was fake. All of it. The test. The love. Everything. She orchestrated it. To see if two strangers with the same father could fall in love. And we did. Which means... it means we're not related by biology. Just by a lie. But the feelings were real. I couldn't process it. So my mother made us fall in love. Yes. And then watched us break up? Yes. Why? Because she's obsessed with control. Her whole life is about manipulating people. And we're the biggest experiment. What do I do? Walk away. Again? Yes. For good this time. I didn't walk away. I went to Atlanta instead. Found my father's office. Knocked on the door. He looked up. Mark. Dad. You know. Yes. Your mother told you? No. Emily did. He smiled. Emily. She's smart. She's also my half-sister. That's not true. What? Emily isn't your sister. Your mother lied about that too. Then who is she? She's my daughter. From a different marriage. But not yours. She was adopted. Your mother adopted her after my first wife died. Because she wanted to keep tabs on me. Emily is a pawn. Just like you. I was shaking. So, everything is a lie. Yes. Your mother built this world. And we're all just pieces. Then who can I trust? He didn't answer. I went back to my apartment. Emily was waiting. He leaked. About what? About being your sister. I know. Your father told you. Yes. I'm not his daughter. I'm his niece. My mother was his sister. She died. He took me in. I grew up with him. Then your mother adopted me. And we became a family. A broken one. So, we're not related. No. And you're not my sister. No. Then why did you do it? Because your mother paid me. To pretend to be your sister. To see if you'd fall for it. And I did. Twice. The truth was finally coming out. But I couldn't stop it. So, you're an actress. Yes. And everything we had was fake. Not everything. What was real? My feelings. At the end. I actually fell for you. But by then it was too late. Your mother had already won. I sat down. Why did she do this? Because she's afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid of losing control. Afraid of being alone. So she builds these worlds and makes everyone play their part, including you, including me, including your father. So what do we do now? I don't know. I'm leaving. Where? Somewhere she can't find me. Take me with you. Why? Because I'm tired of being used. And I think you're the only person who understands. I don't understand anything. Neither do I. But that's okay. We left that night. Drove east for hours. Stopped at a motel. She looked at me. What now? We start over. Hell. We tell the truth. To whom? To everyone. The police. The courts. The world. And then we disappear. For good. She nodded. I can do that. Can you? I have nothing to lose. Neither do I. Then let's do it together. Together. It felt like a beginning. Or maybe an end. I wasn't sure. We gathered the evidence. The adoption papers. The medical records. The photos. The emails. Everything my mother had ever sent. We took it all to a lawyer. Everything you've ever done. Years of manipulation. Fraud. Emotional abuse. The lawyer looked at us. This is huge. It's the truth. We want to press charges. Against her mother? Yes. And against anyone else involved. That's a lot of people. We don't care. The lawsuit was filed. My mother got the papers. She called me immediately. Mark, what are you doing? I'm telling the truth. That's not the truth. It is. You're going to destroy our family. Your family, not mine. You're still my son. No, you gave that up when you lied to me. I did it for you. No, you did it for yourself. She was silent. Then she said one thing. You'll regret this. Maybe, but I'll regret not doing it more. The trial started 6 weeks later. Emily and I testified. We showed the evidence. We told the whole story. From the beginning to the end. The jury listened. The judge watched. My mother sat in the defendant's chair. She didn't look at me. The verdict came back. Guilty on all counts. Fraud. Emotional abuse. Conspiracy. She was sentenced to 5 years. I watched them take her away. I felt nothing. Emily stood beside me. It's over. Is it? Almost. What's left? Your father. He's not my father. He's your mother's husband. He's also the man who stayed silent for 30 years. He knew what was happening, and he did nothing. Then he's complicit. Yes. Will you prosecute him too? No. I'm done. I walked out of the courthouse. Emily followed. What now? I don't know. Where will you go? Somewhere new. Can I come? No. Why not? Because I need to be alone. To figure out who I am. Without the lies. Without the games. Without her. She nodded. I understand. Goodbye, Emily. Goodbye, Mark. I moved to the coast. Found a small house by the sea. Got a job at a local bookstore. Started over. No one knew my past. No one asked questions. It was peaceful. For the first time in my life. Then the letter came. From my mother. Prison stationery. Mark, I'm writing to tell you the truth. The real truth. Your father isn't your father. You were adopted. From a woman who couldn't keep you. I never told anyone. Because I wanted to protect you. But now I know. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I read the letter 3 times. Adopted. All my life. I wasn't even her son. She'd lied about everything. I drove back to the city. Went to the adoption agency. Found my birth records. My mother was a teenager. My father was unknown. She'd given me up at birth. Your mother had taken me. And told me I was hers. But I wasn't. I sat in my car. Thought about everything. The tests. The games. The manipulation. It all made sense now. She wasn't protecting me. She was protecting herself. From the truth. That I wasn't hers. I called Emily. Emily, it's me. Mark, what happened? I found out the truth. About what? About me. I'm adopted. She's not my mother. Then who is? I don't know. Your real mother? Given up at birth. Unknown. Just like everything else. Emily was silent. Then she said, Mark, yes. I know who your real mother is. What? Your mother. My adoptive mother. She told me. Years ago. In confidence. Why didn't you tell me? Because she said it would destroy you. Now I see she was right. Tell me. Your mother is my aunt. Your father's sister. Which means we are blood. After all. But not through her. Through him. The room spun. So, the test. Yes. It was her way of reuniting us. Without telling us the truth. She wanted us to find each other. On our own. And we did. Even though we fought it. Because we're family. Real family. But she lied about everything else. So that we would stay together. She was trying to make us whole. The wrong way. But with the right intention. I sat down. So what now? I don't know. She's in prison. We're free. We can do anything. Be anyone. What do you want to be? Someone real. Me too. Then let's be real together. For real this time. No more lies. No more tests. Just us. She took my hand. I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry too. But I think we can start over. Together. Family. Not by birth. By choice. I nodded. Okay. Okay. We walked out of that building. Into the sunlight. For the first time in years, I felt like I could breathe. Because the truth was finally out. And I was still standing. That was enough. We moved to Portland. New city. New life. No past. Emily found a job. I found a realtor. We wanted a home. I saved for 6 years. Double shifts. No vacations. $82,000. All of it for a down payment. Emily said she'd handle the paperwork. Her cousin worked at a mortgage company. Better rates. Faster process. I trusted her. Sign here. She handed me the forms. I read them quickly. Everything looked fine. Where do I put my name? On the Cobra line. She pointed. I signed. 4 days before closing. The title company called. Mr. Davis, we need a signature. For what? A gift affidavit. You need to confirm the funds are a gift. What funds? The 80,000. It's for the house. Yes, but you're not on the loan. I froze. What do you mean? You're not on the application. The loan is in Ms. Hart's name only. Only her name. No Robit. Nothing. I put the phone down. My hands were shaking. Emily came home. Hey, how is work? Femi, we need to talk. About what? The house. She stiffened. What about it? Why am I not on the loan? She smiled. Oh, that. Don't smile. Answer me. I wanted to surprise you. Surprise me how? I'm paying for it myself. With my money? Your gift. To me. It's not a gift. It is now. You planned this. No. Your cousin. The forms. Everything. You set me up. Mark, listen. Listen to what? It's our house. Then why isn't my name on it? Because I wanted to own it. Own it? I paid for it. You gave it to me. I gave you a down payment. For a home. Not for your sole ownership. She sighed. You're overreacting. No. I'm reacting. I called my lawyer. Then I called the title company. Then I called her cousin. Did you know about this? About what? The single application. I advised her. Yes. You advised fraud. Legal advice. Not fraud. She's stealing my money. Gift, not theft. I hung up. Emily was waiting. Mark, please. Please what? Don't cancel the deal. Cancel? I'm soon. For what? For fraud. It's not fraud. I love you. Love doesn't steal. I didn't steal. You tried to. The money is still there. Because you haven't gotten it yet. She started crying. I just wanted security. Security from me? From everyone. Your mom used me. Her whole life. I thought you were different. You are different. Then prove it. Put my name on the loan. I can't. It's too late. Then I'm out. I walked away. She followed. Mark, I have nothing. Neither do I. I'll fix it. How? I'll refinance. Add you. After closing. Trust me. I can't. Then what do we do? We end this. End what? Us. She screamed. Then she threw a vase. Then she fell to her knees. Please. Don't do this. I need you. I need the house. I need the money. Without it, I'm nothing. I watched her. She wasn't crying for me. She was crying for the loss. The same as Sarah. The same as everyone. I left that night. Moved to a hotel. Forwarded her calls to voicemail. She left 30 messages. You can't do this. I'll change. I'll add your name. I promise. I love you. I deleted them all. The next morning, a letter arrived. From a law firm. Ms. Hart is suing you. For breach of promise. Oral agreement to gift. 300,000. I left. Then I called my attorney. We need to countersue. For fraud. Misrepresentation. Also emotional distress. She's not the first. She won't be the last. The court date was set. Emily's lawyer argued. He promised her the money. Verbal agreement. Enforceable. My lawyer responded. Show me the contract. There is no contract. She acted in bad faith. Fraud, not promise. The judge listened. Then he ruled. Case dismissed. Plaintiff has no standing. No evidence of promise. Defendant wins. Emily was crushed. Her parents got involved. Her mother called me. Ruined her. No. She ruined herself. She's in therapy now. Good. She needs it. Her credit is destroyed. Her friends left her. All because of you. All because of her choices. You're heartless. No. I'm done. The 8,000? I kept it. The rest of my savings remained. The deal was cancelled. The sellers sued her. She had to pay damages. 3.2 thousand. Her parents paid it. With their retirement, I didn't feel bad. That should have been the end. But it wasn't. Because a new letter arrived. Handwritten. Pink envelope. From someone I hadn't seen in years. Rachel. My ex-girlfriend. Mark, I'm pregnant. It's yours. I need your help. We need to talk. I read it twice. Then I left. Rachel and I broke up 4 months ago. She was always dramatic. But pregnant? That was new. I called her. Rachel, it's Mark. Mark, you got my letter. Yes, I got it. Are you happy? About what? Being a father. I don't understand. I'm pregnant. Your baby. No. Impossible. I cheated on you? Is that what you think? I'm not saying that. Then why impossible? Because I can't have kids. Silence. Mark, that's a lie. No, it's the truth. I was 11. Cancer. Chemo killed my fertility. I have 3 medical records. 16, 22, 28. All 0 sperm count. I can't father a child. You're lying. I have the proof. Send me the proof. I will. But first, who is the real father? She hung up. Then she called back. You're ruining my life. I'm telling the truth. This is your fault. I haven't seen you in months. How is it my fault? Because you're trying to trap me. Trap you? Like you trapped him. Who? The colleague. The married one. I found out later. Rachel had an affair with a co-worker named Thomas. Married. 2 kids. She got pregnant. She blamed me because I was the only one with money, but I had the records and the lawyer and the truth. She filed a paternity suit. I responded with emotion. Attached all 3 reports. Her lawyer challenged them. Forgery. Fabrication. We went to court. The judge ordered a new test. Independent lab. Results came back. 0. She lost the case. Then she lost her job. Then Thomas's wife found out. She divorced him. He blamed Rachel. She had nowhere to go. Her family disowned her. Her friends disappeared. She tried to sue me again. Invasion of privacy. Dismissed. The final blow. Rachel's former colleague, Thomas, the real father. He sent me a text. Why did she choose you? Why not me? Because you had money. You had a future. I had nothing. Just a mistake. And a child. I won't raise someone else's kid. Not even my own. That was the irony. He ran away. She was alone. The child was fatherless. She called me one last time. Mark, I'm sorry. For what? Everything. Where's Thomas? Gone. Where's the baby? In my belly. Alone. Not my problem. I know. Then why call? To say goodbye. Goodbye, Rachel. Goodbye. I blocked her number. Deleted her contact. Moved on. Again. 2 weeks later. Emily contacted me. Not for the house. Not for the money. For something else. My cousin lied to me. He told me to do it. He said you'd forgive me. I believed him. I was wrong. I listened. Your cousin is a snake. I know. He ruined us. I know. Can we fix it? I don't know. I have proof. Proof of what? His plan. His fraud. He set me up. Just like your mother. I'm a victim too. She sent documents, emails, texts, recordings. Her cousin was the mastermind. He advised the single application. He told her to keep it secret. He wanted a kickback. From the sale. From the commission. From everything. Emily was just the pawn. I called her. Did you know? Not at first. When did you find out? After you left. He gloated about it. I recorded everything. I'm turning him in. To the police. To the regulators. To everyone. She did. Her cousin was arrested. Charged with fraud. Conspiracy. Theft. He lost his license. His business closed. His wife left him. He went to jail. Emily testified against him. She told the whole truth. She was granted immunity. I watched her on the news. She looked broken, but she also looked free. She'd done the right thing. Finally, she called me again. Mark, I'm starting over. Good. I want to apologize. In person. Can we meet? I hesitated. Why? Because I owe you. You don't owe me. I owe myself. To be better. To be honest. To be worthy. I agreed. We met at a cafe. She looked different. Humblier. Quieter. I'm sorry for everything. I forgive you. You do. Everyone makes mistakes. Some bigger than others. I made huge ones. You fixed them. Barely. But you did. So what now? I'm moving away. Where? Somewhere new. With nothing. Just me and my dog. Good for you. Good for us. Us. No. I mean, me. We aren't an us. Not anymore. I know. Good luck, Emily. Good luck, Mark. I walked out. The sun was setting. Portland was beautiful. I'd lost a lot. But I'd also gained clarity, trust in myself. I didn't need anyone. I was enough. I found a new apartment, started a new job, made new friends. I didn't think about Sarah, or Emily, or Rachel. They were lessons, not wounds. The final twist came a month later. My mother's lawyer called. Your mother wants to see you. In prison. She has something to tell you. About your real father. Not your adoptive one. The biological one. I said no. Then I said yes. I drove to the prison, sat across from her. She looked old, tired. Mark, Mom, not your mom. Not anymore. I found your real father. His name is James. He lives in Chicago. He never knew about you. Your adoptive mother kept you secret. She also kept him away. He wanted to meet you 30 years ago. She said no. Why? Because she was jealous. Of what? Of him. Of his success. She wanted to raise you alone. To shape you. To control you. It was her obsession. But she's gone now. And you're free. Do you want to meet him? I thought about it. Then I nodded. Yes. She gave me the address. I wrote it down. Stood up to leave. Mark. Yes. I know I don't deserve forgiveness. But I'm asking anyway. For what? For my life. I failed you. I failed everyone. I'm sorry. I looked at her. I know you are. Goodbye. I walked out. The prison gate closed behind me. I was free. Free from lies. Free from tests. Free from the past. I drove to Chicago. Found the address. A small house. Well kept. An older man opened the door. Mark. Yes. I'm James. I know. I've waited so long. Me too. He hugged me. I hugged him back. It felt like coming home. We talked all night. He told me about my mother. The real one. How she died young. How he had to give me up. How he never stopped looking. How he found me years later. But my adoptive mother blocked him. She was afraid. Of losing me. Yes. But you found me anyway. Eventually, we made plans. To meet again. To build a relationship. To be family. Slowly. Carefully. But together. For real. I drove back to Portland. Emily was gone. Rachel was gone. My mother was in prison. My adoptive father? Unknown. But I had James. And that was enough. I sat on my balcony, overlooking the city. The skyline glowed. I felt peace. Finally. Because the truth was out. And I was still standing. Stronger. Smarter. Real. The tests were over. The games were done. I was myself. Nothing more. Nothing less. And that was everything. James invited me to dinner. His wife cooked. Her name was Margaret. She smiled warmly. You look just like him. Like who? Your father. I looked at James. He looked at me. Same eyes. Same jaw. You're really my father. I really am. We ate together. They told me stories. About my birth mother. Her name was Elena. She was young. Scared. She died in childbirth. James was devastated. He fought for custody. But lost. My adoptive mother won. She had money. Power. James had nothing. Why didn't you fight harder? I did. For years. She blocked me everywhere. Courts. Lawyers. Threats. I gave up. To protect myself. But I never stopped thinking of you. I felt anger. Then pity. Then understanding. He was a victim too. Everyone was. Except my adoptive mother. She was the architect. She destroyed us all. 3 weeks later. Prison called. She's sick. Cancer. Stage 4. She wants to see you. One last time. I said no. Then I said yes. I drove back. Sat across from her. She was thin. Pale. Mark. Mother. I'm Dai. I know. I want to confess. One more thing. Go ahead. She took a breath. Your real father. James? No, not James. Then who? Your biological father. Is someone else. James is your adoptive father. Your mother Elena lied. She didn't know who the father was. James raised you anyway. Because he loved her. He loves you. But he's not your blood. I felt the world tilt. Then who is? I don't know. She never told me. But James believed he was. He claimed you. Raised you. Even though he knew. The truth. Yes. What does it change? Everything. Nothing. I don't care. Blood doesn't matter. He's my father. In every way that counts. She nodded weakly. You're right. I'm proud of you. Finally. Don't die. Too late. She closed her eyes. The machine beeped. She was gone. I felt nothing. No grief. No relief. Just emptiness. I walked out. James was waiting. You okay? No. She told me. About the father. I know. You knew. Since the beginning. You raised me anyway? Yes. Why? Because I loved your mother. And she loved you. And that was enough. I hugged him. Long and tight. He was my father. Not by blood. By choice. That was better. Emily called that night. Mark. I'm leaving. Where? Europe. With who? Alone. Why? To find myself. Just like you did. Good luck. You too. We're okay. We're fine. Bye, Mark. Bye, Emily. Rachel sent a letter. From another state. She had the baby. A girl. Healthy. Thomas left her. But she was managing. She asked for nothing. Just to say sorry. I didn't respond. I sold the apartment. Quit the job. Moved to a cabin. In the mountains. No phone. No internet. Just me and the trees. James visited sometimes. We fished. Talked. Built a real relationship. Slow and steady. 6 months passed. I wrote a book. About the tests. The lies. The truth. It sold well. People related. I gave talks. Helped others. Survivors of manipulation. I found purpose. One day a letter came. From a law firm. Your birth mother's estate. There's money. From her family. They've been looking for you. I thought you should know. I read it twice. Then I burned it. Money wasn't worth it. I went back to the city. Bought a small house. Started a garden. Adopted a dog. Named him James. No more dramas. No more tests. Just peace. My adoptive mother's funeral. I didn't go. James went instead. He told me what happened. Small service. Only 3 people. Her lawyer. A nurse. And me. Did she have any friends? No. Good. I visited her grave. Once. Just once. I stood there. No words. Then I left. That was that. Emily sent a postcard. From Paris. She was happy. Had a new job. A new boyfriend. No more lies. I smiled. Then threw it away. James got sick. Heart trouble. I moved him closer. Took care of him. Like he took care of me. We spent every day together. He died in my arms. Peaceful. Quiet. Thank you, son. No. Thank you, Dad. I buried him next to his wife. Margaret had passed years ago. They were together again. I stood at the grave. No regrets. No anger. Just love. I went home alone. Sat on my porch. Stared at the mountains. The sun set. The sky turned gold. I thought about everything. All the tests. All the games. All the people who used me. But I survived. Stronger. Wiser. And finally free. No more lies. No more pretenses. Just me. And my truth. And that was enough. The next morning, I woke early. Went for a walk. The forest was quiet. I felt at peace. For the first time. In my entire life. I was whole. I wrote one last note. In my journal. This is my story. It's not pretty. But it's mine. No more chapters. No more twists. Just a man. And his life. I closed the book. Put down the pen. Looked out the window. The world was waiting. And I was ready. For whatever came next.